Xianyun. Just kidding. It's Cozy Xiao ASMR, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Today we are back in Genshin Impact, and we are joined by a very special guest today, none other than Cloud Retainer herself, or Xianyun as she is known in her human form. Now, you may, well, if you've seen some of my earlier videos or my recent videos, you may have heard me saying that I wasn't interested in pulling for this character, but what can I say? My finger slipped, and well, somehow she's appeared on my account, and I can't just leave her without building her. So today we are going to be farming for some level up materials for Xianyun, and we will be exploring the new region of Chenyu Vale, which has released in patch 4.4. So please sit back and get cozy, and enjoy some relaxing, calming Genshin Impact gameplay with me. So we are currently on Mount Tianheng, I believe. Oh, sorry. We are currently on Mount Chuanlian. I'm sorry if I butcher any of the pronunciation. But if you haven't yet done the world quest for the new zone, which takes you here, you might not recognize this area. Hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler, but I just thought it was so beautiful that I wanted to start out the video here. I will be talking a little bit about the 4.4 story, including Cloud Retainer's story quest. So there might be a couple of spoilers. I tried not to make this too soon after the patch came out, so that people will have had time to play through all of those. But obviously, if you haven't, do just bear that in mind. I won't go into anything too crazy though, but I do want to talk a little bit about them. So let's have a look. I basically have absolutely nothing that she needs. So we are going to be farming the solitary Swani and for these clear water jades in Chenyu Vale. And I'm just gonna see how far I can level her up today, although I imagine I'm gonna need a couple more days just to finish off farming everything. But before we get into all of that, let us have a look at this beautiful lady. Now, as I said, you might remember me saying that I wasn't interested in getting Cloud Retainer. And that was true right up until I did her trial, and she was just so fun that decided just to throw a few wishes on her banner, and somehow I ended up getting her. Although once we start running around, I'll go a little bit more into like why I wanted to get her, and then a rather funny story about me getting her. So yeah, so she's currently level 40, and she is one of the mighty and illuminated adepti of Xianyun, known as Cloud Retainer. Expert in all kinds of mechanical contraptions, her heart now turns towards the affairs of the mortal world, through which she walks under the name Chenyu. And I've currently equipped her with the Favonius Codex, but I'm going to swap it out for this, the Oathsworn Eye, but I can't use this yet because the materials that you need to level this up, they're not like available until Sunday, and today is Friday, so I need to wait a few days before I can actually level this weapon past 20. Now this weapon I think is from, it was an event back in Inazuma, so sadly if you didn't get this weapon back then, you can't get it anymore. It's one of those. But from what I've seen, it's very good on her if you don't have like her signature weapon or other 5-star weapons. And if you play her in the very specific team, which I'm going to use her for, which I'm gonna ramble about for a little bit, but I want to get farming before I start rambling. So I also need to get the noblesse oblige set for her. I've just thrown a few random pieces that I have onto her so far. Can I see what? Yeah, this is like the level 0s. So I think at some point I'm gonna farm that, but it's not a priority until I've gotten her leveled up, basically, and until I've gotten her weapon slightly leveled. Obviously, I've only got her C0, and currently all of her talents are level 1, so she's got a long way to go. But, well, there's no time like the present to start farming. So I have pulled up my interactive map, and I think firstly we're going to go and head towards the solitary Tsuwani and get a few kills on this thing, because I don't think I've killed it at all so far. So we'll just head in that direction, and I think there is some jade that we can pick up on the way. I've got the interactive map open on my other screen, so I'm hoping I can follow it, but here we go. Here's the jade. Do we need... wait. Oh no, do I need like a... do I need a geo character to actually get this out? Oh, I do. Okay, one moment. Let's just, I'm trying to think. Let's just bung Zhongli in here for a little bit. Actually, maybe I'll use a claymore. I don't know if that makes more or less sense. don't know if it's just me, but I find the interactive map like impossible to read. Oh. I think this is one of those like miasma thingies, which kind of like the withering, I guess, in Sumeru. So we'll have a little debut of our level 40 Cloud Retainer. I'm not gonna lie, she might be level 40, but she is making my Xiao do insane damage, so I'm not complaining. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I couldn't quite do this team without like an actually built healer or anything. Let's just have Navia carry this for a little bit. Okay, where's the last miasma? There we go. Ooh, we got a nice chest for doing that one though. Okay, a luxurious chest. Amazing. Right, let's just rush Xiao, because Xiao is the man of the moment. This is Xiao's era, and Xiao is the entire reason that I've gotten Cloud Retainer. So just give him a little bite to eat. How do we actually... Oh, I think I've gone the wrong way to actually get to this guy, so I'll teleport up to this point and then we can head down. So this is Jishang Wall. I've like barely explored it beyond where it takes you in the story, so I've not really looked like any of these areas. Is this the enemy that you fight in the quest? I'm not actually sure. If it is, I think this team is really terrible for fighting it. I might just swap, because I think you need like, I want to say like pyro maybe. Let's get Yoimi out. There we go. So yeah, let's talk about Cloud Retainer. As I said, I had no plans to get Cloud Retainer, and then I did a trial, and she was just so much fun. Honestly, it was mainly like what do you call it? Like the way that she synergized. I was like trying to think. I was like, it's not synthesized. The way she synergized with calming in the trial. Oh my god, it was so much fun just to like jump around and like using the plunging attacks. And then I read that putting her in a team with Xiao for I had an inkling that Xiao was going to appear in it, which he does, by the way. Like, my Xiao senses were tingling. And, yeah, like, literally, I was, like, craving Xiao content. Because I just love it. But I don't particularly like his gameplay. I don't know why, I find it less fun than some other characters that I have, like Navia or like Yoimiya. And I'm looking for something that's going to make me want to play him, because I feel like that's my final form. Like, the day that I can play Xiao and main him, that's who I'm supposed to be. And I'm pretty sure the game wants me to be a Xiao main. Also, every time I say Xiao main, I feel like it sounds like I'm saying chow mein, like the Chinese food, which is also ironic because that's like my favourite food. So, again, is it a sign from the universe? Maybe. I think I might have gotten enough to give her another level. Let's see. Oh, I did. There we go. Level 50, I think, if I've got enough. I do have enough XP material. I just need more jade and more of these cloud seam scale, gold and solid scales from a solitary Suwani. They retain pure adeptal energy even after falling off, and cannot be damaged by ordinary weapons. Ordinary beasts can sometimes be affected by errant adeptal energy and become more powerful than usual. However, a Suwani's adeptal energy originates from within themselves, which is why their leader is often regarded as equal to Adepti. Interesting. I didn't know that. So, yes, so I saw the way that Cloud Retainer basically just doubles Xiao's damage just by like existing, and I thought, you know what, yeah, I need to get her. And at first I didn't particularly like her design. Like, I see why people like it, and I'm trying not to refer to like the thing that sticks out right away, but I do think she's like visually stunning. I absolutely love these like feathers on her the cape that looks like feathers. It's beautiful. And one thing I love is her blue lipstick and her little turquoise eyeliner. I think it's stunning. But she's grown on me, I'm not gonna lie, and now I love the way that she looks when she runs. Like, the way that her hair bounces and everything is just, it's very satisfying. Okay, I think there's some jade down this way, apparently. Is that, it's over here. So yeah, I started wishing on the banner. It was actually partly also because I wanted to get Calming, even though I will get him for the 4-star selector that you get with Lantern Right. I still, actually I might swap back to Zhongli if I'm going to do combat, even though I will be getting him in the Lantern Right. Honestly, I just wanted to get him now, so, and I would quite like to get some constellations on him, because I've heard that C6 is like insanely strong. Like I've literally seen people say that his C6 is stronger than like D-Luke, like who's a 5-star. So, and even in his trial, I was getting like 90k crits on some of his plunging attacks, which was completely insane. So, I really want to get him, but I didn't actually end up getting any of him while I was wishing for Cloud Retainer. And now I'm kind of stuck because I don't know if I keep wishing or if I like, you know, I stop and I wait until he's back on banner or something with another character that I want. Oh, I think this area is just so stunning. Like I love the really clear waters and everything, and like the lilies. I just think they've done such a good job with Chenyu Vale in general. I mean, yeah, my Xiao is hitting some crazy numbers, and this isn't even the like full team, because with Farina in this team, it's gonna be even more busted. But none of them can mine rocks, so well, hopefully we'll get a chance to try them out, like all together, once I've got a few more levels on Xianyun. Oh, there's a little challenge over here. Let's go this way. Oops. Oh, wait. I was gonna say, I do have an archer, it's fine. There we go. I can't believe how much exploration there is in this zone as well. Like, it's so much bigger than I was expecting. Like, look at this. This is pretty much the size. It's pretty much the size of Mondstadt, just a tiny bit smaller. It's maybe like this part of Mondstadt, like Bright Crown Mountains and Windwell Highlands, and then like a little bit of Starfell Valley. It's huge. So yeah, I think it's gonna take some time. And it's like there's so many levels of elevation. I love where you've got these bridges going between these really high mountains. Oh yeah, just the whole like environmental design in this area. It just chef's kiss. I'm seeing another chest already. Like I've already gotten so distracted from my jade farming, but that's okay because I did want this video to be like half farming, half you know, exploration. I've still not really worked out what you're meant to do with these like adaptable energy things. I mean, I don't know, what's this? Like this is where you know, you fire out the things that you can fly to, but is there something I want to fly to? Maybe it's like to get up the mountain or something. I don't know. I don't know how I get to this chest. I'm not very good at puzzles. Do I have to like light up all of these maybe? Do I have to like stand in a certain position? This doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I might just leave this one and get these jades. They're over here. Oh, wrong button. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I'd accidentally picked up an enormous flower. I don't know what to do with that. Oh well. Let's get some jades. wishes more. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, I did promise that I was going to get onto the story time about me getting Cloud Retainer. So, I actually lost my 50/50 because the last 5-star that I got was Navia, and I was using my wishes on Raiden for a while, mainly actually just to get some Chevreuse constellations, but also just in case I could get Raiden. So I think I got to about 60 pity, and I am pretty sure I jinxed myself in one of my recent videos, because I'm sure I've said, at least if I didn't like cut it out or something, I'm sure I've said that the next 50/50 I lose, I was really hoping I would get Tainari, because I don't have any Tainari, or at least I didn't have any Tainari at this point. And I think the game heard that and thought that I was saying that I wanted to lose my 50/50 to Tainari, even though obviously what I said was, if I have to lose a 50/50, I would at least rather get Tainari than get another Chi-Chi. Oh, I've walked into a quest. The Carefree Simulacrum. Oh, okay. Oh, it's talking to us. To fear me is only natural, were I unconfined to this stuff. Okay, they're talking really fast again. What? So you're just a talking stone statue. Paimon thought you're a monster of some sort. What dost thou mean, just a talking stone statue? Would not one such be frightening in itself? We've come across many statues like you before, is the thing. What? Fine, seems like there's no scaring you guys. Why must you do that anyway? You're just a stone statue. Even if I was just a stone statue, this place is still the Herb Lord's abode. When she was yet with us, she did not appreciate others disturbing her peace at their liberty. And that's why I scare all the pesky ones away. I shall continue to do so even if she isn't around anymore. Nevertheless, your presence does feel somewhat different from that of those ordinary mortals, and considering that I couldn't scare you either, may I please ask you for a favour? What can we help you with? Take a look at these colourful butterflies. Ever since the abode's lord departed, these little things have scattered all over the place, flying about as they please. Shh, hang on, there's one on your head. Just a moment, we'll help you get it. Capture the okay, I'm not gonna do that. I want to just keep farming my jade. Okay, I've accidentally gone like underground. Where am I? Oh, okay, we're actually heading back to the boss, kind of, so I might carry on this way. Also, I find it really interesting that there are fungi here. I know I said that I thought that Chenyu Vale looked kind of like a combination of Liyue and Sumeru, and that's definitely kind of reinforcing that opinion. But anyway, the game distracted me from what I was talking about. So, yeah, obviously, Genshin heard me saying that I wanted to, if I had to lose a 50/50, I wanted it to be to Tainari, and thought that I was saying set on getting Cloud Retainer, and I thought, oh my god, I'm not gonna get anywhere near enough wishes to go to Pity again if I have to. Can I get through here if I... Okay, oh yeah. I'm not supposed to be going this way until I've done the quest, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, let's just teleport out. And I'm gonna go back and do the boss again. So let's have a look, because here is where I got Xianyun. As you'll see, it was the last wish that I did on the banner. And here's where I got Dainari. So I got Dainari, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wishes later, I got Xianyun. And let me tell you, my luck is not ever this good in Genshin, apart from in one very specific scenario, which leads me to my hypothesis that Genshin wants me to be a Xiao main. Like, it's not even, it's getting suspicious at this point. Now, allow me to elaborate on why I say this. So, this is gonna be a little story time, but hopefully it's amusing and just entertain my delusion for a little bit. So, if you watched my account tour, you will have seen where I said that the only 5-star that I have, like a banner 5-star that I have more than one constellation of, so where I've, rather than a standard character where I've gotten constellations against my will, like a banner character where you would have to intentionally pull for them to get more constellations. The only one that I have more than one version of is Xiao, because when I wished for Xiao, I got 2 copies of him in one temple, which is the most luck I've ever had in Genshin. And for some reason, everything about Xiao just seems to bring me luck in this game. So, yeah, so I got him, but as I've said, I never really liked his gameplay. I kind of just got him because I like his character. And so there's apparently supposed to be, oh no, I think I'm in the wrong place. I thought there's supposed to be some jade here, but I don't think there is. Yeah, even though I don't actually particularly like his playstyle, or at least I haven't until trying him out again now. 6 months went by and I didn't really play him. Oh, let's go there. And, I kind of just had him on my account, and I was like, okay, that's fine, he can just sit there and look pretty. But then, I think it's 6 months later-ish, they released Farzan, who is pretty much the best support that you can get for Xiao. To the level that it's actually ridiculous, and you are probably never going to achieve the best damage with him unless you have her. that she gets like a higher drop rate is on certain banners that she's run on. So obviously there was like Xiao's banner had come and gone, and there wasn't any likelihood of him being rerun at any point. And actually, for some reason, she's still not run on his banners, even though she's literally his like absolute must-have support. Which, if you talk to a lot of Xiao mains, they are very offended by that fact. What's this? Scorched notes. If you're reading this, congratulations. You've fallen foul of a trap set by the Millilith many centuries past, just like I have. Whatever you do, do not believe a single word of the inscription upon the mechanism. Oh, okay. What's the inscription? Open tower gates. It's not very helpful. What? What's the inscription? Set off explosion, self-destruction. Do not touch if not intimately acquainted with life and death. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can't see many other ways out of here except for blowing those things up. Let's give it a try. Did it work? I blew them all up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did it work? Oh, okay, it worked. I don't know what I did, but it worked. Yeah, so I just happened to find that Firesun was released with 2, not just 1, but 2 5 stars that I really wanted. And like, so she came out on the banner with Kokomi and Wanderer, and I literally had been saving up my primos just to get both of those characters. So I had like 200 or something wishes by the time they both came out. So, you know, I feel like usually if you're trying to wish for a 4-star, it can actually be harder to get just one version of a 4-star than it is to get the 5-star, because obviously there's no pity system, and there's just absolutely no guarantee that you will actually get the 4-star. The other thing about Firesun is that you really need her C6 to make her particularly useful for Xiao. So, you know, the odds are against me in this scenario, right? The odds to even get like 1 or 2 versions of her, let alone her C6. But I did. I'm pretty sure in like the wishes that it took to get Kokomi and Wanderer, I'm pretty sure I must have only gotten Firesun's, because I got her C6 on like her first run, and then suddenly, you know, I had Xiao's best support. So I'm missing a Sealy. I really want to find the last Sealy to open up that chest. Oh, I think I see it over there. Maybe. Yeah, so like this happened, and then I still was kind of thinking, you know, like Xiao's good, but I still don't really enjoy him more than I enjoy my other characters. And then who comes out but another character who is a huge buff to Xiao's damage, which is Farina. And I wanted Farina like completely separate to with Xiao. Now, we're getting into territory here where it's like, this is a pretty good setup, right? Like, I've already got him. He could be pretty good if I like actually bothered to play him. But I don't know, there was still something missing, and it turns out that that something was Cloud Retainer. Because the thing that she does that makes me really like her is that one, she's a healer. Because with Verena, you like have to have a healer, especially with Xiao, because his burst like drains his HP, and Verena drains HP. So you really need to run her with a healer. So because of this, I was running this, like the team, which was Xiao, Farazan, and Verena, but I was running with Jean, and like Jean is fine in that combo, but she's very much a victim of the like circle impact, where you are like forced to stand in her burst if you actually want any healing, and that can be really hard with Xiao because, you know, he's jumping all over the place, like he's lamenting everywhere, and yeah, I don't know, it just didn't play nicely for me, whereas Cloud Retainer, she actually like heals. To be fair, let's have a read. So her burst brings forth a sacred breeze that deals AoE animo damage and heals all nearby characters based on Chenyun's attack. It will also summon the Starwicker mechanism. So Starwicker continuously follows the active character and periodically heals all nearby party members based on Chenyun's attack. It starts with 8 stacks of Adeptal Assistance. While Adeptal Assistance is active, nearby active characters in the party will have their jump height increased. When the active character completes a plunging attack, Starwicker will consume 1 stack of Adeptal Assistance and deal AoE animo damage. Only 1 Starwicker can exist simultaneously. So, obviously, if you know anything about Xiao's playstyle, she was pretty much made for him, because most of his burst damage comes from his plunge attacks, and obviously he's an animo DPS, so the fact that she actually heals while you're attacking and you're not like forced to be in any particular area is absolutely perfect for Xiao. So yeah, that's pretty much why I felt like I really needed to get her. I don't know where that Sealy went that I just found. Oops. I still don't understand what these things are meant to be doing. Did it go down? No, it didn't. Where did that... Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, he's like... Maybe I have to... No. Maybe if I like go up there. And like shoot at it. Is that... Oh, okay. There we go. That worked. Do I have to... Oh my god. Okay. I have to get like up. Right up to where it's flying. Let's go. delusional, please tell me, but I think there's a little grain of truth when you hear what I'm about to say. Now obviously, as I said, I lost my first 50-50 to Dainari, and well, obviously I was upset that I didn't get Cloud Retainer, but then she comes home in 6 wishes, like literally the wishes that I got from doing her story quest and then the world quest in Chenyu Vale. I then got her, so I got an achievement. Jade Hall Guide, follow 8 Sealy in Chenyu Vale to the Sealy courts. I'm just going to swap my team and continue to yap. So yeah, so I get her in 6 wishes, which, you know, already that's pretty lucky, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like the game's trying to tell me something there, but what makes it so much stranger is that I realised my Farazan was level 70, and I've been putting off leveling her forever, which I can see because when I looked at her character, literally the only thing that I still needed, I'd farmed everything else, and the only thing I still needed was like all of the berries, the henna berries, which she needs for her ascension material, because I absolutely hate farming them and they're in the desert in Sumeru, and they're such a pain because they're just really hard to see, and the desert in general is just a horrible place to try and farm anything. Even with the interactive map and everything, I still find it a bit of a struggle. So yeah, like I'd killed the boss and everything, like I had everything else ready to level her up, and the only thing I needed to do was go and farm more berries. So I realised, okay, if I'm gonna commit to this team, then I need her to be at least level 80, right? Like, level 90 can come later, but I need her at least 80 for her to be doing decent damage. I'm just gonna jump up to this point and farm some more jade. So yeah, I go to the desert and I'm there thinking, oh, this is such a pain. It's gonna take me ages. And then I think, wouldn't it be helpful if I had a character who can show me the local specialties on the map? And then I think, and I go, oh hang on, who is it that can show local specialties in Sumeru on the map? And I realise it's Dainari. Like, that is Dainari's passive, that he is the character who shows up the local specialties on your map. Like, every region obviously has one character that does it. And then suddenly it all made sense as to why I got Dainari when I lost my 50-50. It's because the game knew that I needed him to be able to level up my Farazan, to be able to play my Xiao to his maximum capacity. I'm just saying, okay, maybe I'm losing it, but I think I've got a point. I should say for the record that for all legal reasons this is a joke, but unless. So yeah, anyway, I now funniest thing is my Xiao is actually, he's not particularly well built. Like, I have a deathmatch on him because I don't have his signature weapon, and his stats are like, they're not terrible. He's got 67% crit rate and 154% crit damage, but I know that because he is a hyper carry, to get the best out of him, you basically have to farm his artifacts within an inch of their life to get like the exact perfect stats. So maybe when his weapon is on banner, maybe I will try and get it, but that will be the real test of the luck, won't it? I like that this video is supposed to be about Xianyun, but it's literally just me yapping about why I love Xiao, so I'm sorry. How can you not though? He is the best boy, and Xianyun's fine, but like, she's not Xiao. Although speaking of which, so I did do her story quest, and oh my god, her story quest was amazing. I really feel like Hoyoverse has stepped up their game so much in terms of story quests. With basically since Fontaine, I feel like all of the story quests have been wonderful, and this one especially, like just the fact that you had so many other characters appearing, and of course the ending, which I'll try not to spoil too much, although if you watched the 4.4 announcement trailer, you will have seen that, you know, it involves the sibling. I'm sorry, my challenge is to collect geoparticles. I can't see a single one. What? What am I supposed to be collecting? Oh, okay, if you pop the bubbles, they appear. Okay, well that's unnecessarily confusing. How do I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Maybe if I have Farina and I try and run on water, that'll work. No, I'm still like way too low down. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. Pretend I didn't see it. What else do I have to find? I feel like I've found most of the jades that I can see on the map. There's a couple more over towards, like this way. Let's teleport here. I can probably do the boss another time as well. What else? What do I need? Okay, I only need one more of the boss material. Okay, let's give it a try. But yeah, I loved, like, this will be like a tiny spoiler. I love the fact that it's basically implied that the traveler sees Liyue as home, and I don't know, I feel like that's very much the overarching narrative, that it's like, even though the traveler goes around all of Teyvat and is gonna continue on their journey, they do consider Liyue to be where they're most at home, which I love because, like, to me, I feel the closest connections with the other characters. And obviously I am an absolute sucker for the Lantern Rite, which is coming out in a couple of days, and I'm already so excited. It's my absolute favourite time of year. So I'm really excited to see what they're doing with this year's Lantern Rite, because from the looks of the trailer, like, there's gonna be Farina and Neverland are gonna be there, and I would love to see Zhongli and Neverland interacting, like the two grandpas just reminiscing about the good old days. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's gonna be good. I'm obviously hoping that my boy makes an appearance, but I feel like he's probably not gonna be quite as prominent this year as he has been in previous years, just because there are way more characters now and everything that they want to focus on. So I'll let them off if that's the case, but and the other thing that I have, oh no, whoops, sorry. The other thing I've done is I've done the whole like zone quest line in Chenyu Vale, which involves Fujin, the carp adeptus, and that was so interesting. I just feel like they didn't really tell us much, so there's not much that I can actually spoil if you haven't done it yet. But what they hinted at was really interesting, and I feel like we're in for some lore drops at some point in the next few months. But yeah, I don't know. It was really good, and I normally don't enjoy Wild Quests too much when they're not voiced and everything, because they can be a little bit tedious. But I felt like the pacing on this one was actually okay, and I feel like the storyline was interesting enough where you kind of don't know what's going on until you get to the end. So yeah, I liked it a lot, and I'm hoping they're gonna expand on the story, at least at some point in the future, because yeah, as I said, I feel like they set up for a lot of things and then didn't really answer anything. Like, there's literally a bit where your character gets a chance to ask a question, and they ask it, and then the other person that they're asking goes, I'm gonna have to think about that. So yeah, oh my god, I've just realised that the day is reset and I've already done my commissions. Oh my gosh. Okay, that reminded me of something that I forgot, which was an absolutely integral part of my Xiao theory. I can't believe I forgot this, because this is the most important thing I'm gonna tell you. So, if you're delusional like me, and you also love Xiao, you might know that there is a wild quest in Liyue where you can find him in the wild quest. Like, basically, you go and kill some monsters, and then you find that he's already killed them, and you can go and talk to him. And because I have a problem, I set my commissions to Liyue in the hopes that I would get this commission to pop up. is when I got this commission, because I pulled Xianyun in the morning, and then I logged on in the afternoon, and I went to do my commissions, and I looked at the name, and I thought, that name really sounds familiar, like in the quest list, and I realised that it was that commission where you find Xiao. So, yeah, I can't believe I forgot that in the first instance, because that genuinely, that just like, that solidified it for me, you know. The game is really telling me something, and I'm ready to listen. From now on, I am a Xiao main. I'm sorry to say it. I like that I say that and then I'm now still playing as Yoimiya, but I don't think I'll ever properly not be a Yoimiya main. Not at heart, anyway. There's supposedly some jade around here, but I think it's probably down. I hope so, anyway. Oh yeah, it is, okay. It's in this little, like, cave area. Oh, this is cool. Is that... oh, the boss hasn't respawned. Swap back. How much more do we need? Oh, okay, we've got another ascension. Oh, that's not bad. I'm probably like reaching the end of what I can actually do. Okay, here we go. Level 60. And then we get last talent. So I definitely need to get her up to that. Oh, we get a wish for leveling her up. So her first passive is Gale Feather Pursuit. Each opponent hit by drift cloud waves from white clouds at dawn will grant all nearby party members 1 stack of Storm Pinion for 20 seconds, max 4 stacks. These will cause the character's plunging attack crit rate to increase by 4%, 6%, 8%, 10% respectively. Each Storm Pinion created by hitting an opponent has an independent duration. But the one that we unlock at level 60 is Consider the Adeptus in her realm. When the Star Wicker created by Stars Gather at dusk has adeptal assistance stacks, nearby active characters' plunging attack shockwave damage will be increased by 200% of Xianyun's attack. The maximum damage increase that can be achieved this way is 9,000. Each plunging attack shockwave damage instance can only apply this increased damage effect to a single opponent. Each character can trigger this effect once every 0.4 seconds. So obviously, we have to get that right. That's gonna make Xiao absolutely insane. So, oh no, you've got this. Let's get Chongli back.
A walk would be nice.
I think once I've finally properly actually built up this team, I will do a Spiral Abyss video, because I really want to try this team out in Abyss. But I think it's probably gonna be a few more weeks until I can get like actually good artifacts on there and everything. So watch this space is all I will say. I think there's maybe some more down here. Not quite sure. But I think I've actually gotten pretty much all the jade in the map. It says there's like 70. I think we've gotten about 60. I normally consider that a pretty good figure, to be honest, because I'm terrible at following the map. Somehow I just missed things. Yeah, I think I might stop here, considering that we've gotten a pretty good number of levels on her, and some of it's probably gonna have to wait until the next reset anyway. So let us stop, and I'm just gonna end the video over here at Yilong Wharf, because I just think this little town is so just cozy and charming. I remember when I crossed over the bridge, or actually I rounded that corner in the quest, and I was just like, oh my god, this place just looks so homely. It looks alive, you know. It looks like people really do live here, but it's also just gorgeous. And yeah, I don't know, I am a big fan of this new zone. The music is also absolutely incredible in this area, and yeah, I'm really excited to continue exploring. If you'd like more exploration in this area, just let me know, because I don't think I've even scratched the surface yet. And you know, there's loads of parts of the map I've still not been to. All of these, you can see I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teleport points that I haven't even unlocked. So there's a lot of places that we can explore. And now that we've got Cloud Retainer, who I should need to go in the water. She does a pretty good job of helping with your exploration, seeing as she can literally, you know, fly. I think it'll be a lot of fun to do more. So I think by the time I make another video, the Lantern Rite event will also have started. So I'm definitely gonna be hyped up for Genshin stuff. And yeah, I hope that if you are wishing for any of the characters currently on banner, that you win all of your 50/50s and that you get the character that you want in the next 10 pulls. I'm gonna manifest it for you. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that it's been relaxing and cozy night so far. I hope that you have a wonderful night's sleep if you're heading off to bed, and if you're not going